Greetings and welcome back, one and all, to the Cataclysm. And of course, to Brutus Salazar in, the mansion, really. I mean, it's not really Brutus Salazar's mansion. I'm sure he thinks it is. At this point, really, is there anyone around who can say it isn't? Right, we need the campfire drill. There we go. I get a little bit of light in here. Ah, happy times are these indeed. As you can see, we're back in the main room. I have gone out and I have brought everything back that I could possibly move. And we have got a lot of things. In fact, we've got a lot of items here. This little pile of items that I'm ready to break down, if we're able to. The cigarette butts, honestly, they can just go straight into the fire. There we go. Right, but let's see if we can't break all these things down that are right on the tower with us. We'll get a little bit of silver from disassembling this tie clip. I like it, sure. Let's go ahead and try and get some silver from that. Let's also disassemble the 2 alarm clocks. We'll get some scrap metal and 2 clockworks. Sure, yeah. Let's go ahead and get that. What else? We've got 1. Oh, sorry, it's 4 scrap metal and 2 clockworks per. That's actually quite useful. I like that. Right, a cell phone. We'll get quite a lot of things from this. But as you can see, we've gotten to the point now where I'm just going through all of the things that I managed to bring down, and I'm just getting as much as I can for it. Oh, I've learned how to make a flashlight from breaking one down. Now that is not something that I thought we could do. That's actually pretty cool. We could also break down the amplifier circuit if I wanted to. I don't intend to. I really don't intend to on that one. There we go. We're getting some, I think, light strips, actually, which is pretty cool. We could get a further amplifier circuit and electronic scrap from the light strips, but no, I don't think we need to. Let's continue breaking everything. I wish there was an easy way to disassemble everything. Maybe there is. Let me see if I can do that. Can I? Ah, there we are. I can disassemble everything. Oh, no. Now there's a bunch of things here that we don't strictly want to break down. So, how about... Yeah, we're going to move all of the electronic stuff down here. So, yeah, well, let's just start here. So the amplified circuit, the clockworks, copper wire, the processor board, the RAM, the scrap metal, the silver, and the LCD screens can all move down there. The tile over here is where we're storing leather patches, small strings, and the like. There we go. Marvellous, I must say. I am quite pleased with that. Right, we can continue now with disassemble everything once. There we go. Just breaking everything down. It's taking us a little bit of time to do. We're actually managing to disassemble the televisions in the dark. That actually is quite impressive. I am famished, though. My lord, we're hungry. And of course, so to help with that, I'm going to drink some root beer. Because why not? Can I? There we go. Got some things down below. Continue drinking the root beer until there's no more root beer. Perfect. Right. We've got a lot of things here. Actually, I could have some herbal tea if I wanted. Oh, yes, please. There we go. Now that is helpful. No longer thirsty. Super good times. However, we are going to need to make some food. I really should have done that first, considering how hungry poor Brutus Salazar was. There we are. Use the campfire drill. And let's make some delicious food. We can make some cookies. Not exactly the best thing, honestly. Flatbread, protein drink. Not bad. Cooked rice, though. Now we're getting somewhere. We can make vodka out of ethanol. Wow. But let's go ahead and make some cooked rice. We'll go ahead and we'll use the nearby fire for this one, obviously. And we're famished, so I'm going to make enough of 4 portions of cooked rice. Ignore all of the thumping down below. There we go. Let's just gobble that down as fast as we can. Wow, and it barely touched the sides. My goodness. Well, I guess that's what we get when we're this hungry. Okay, let's make another... Well, we'll make 8 portions this time. There we go. And gobble them down. There we are. Really? We've just eaten 12 portions of rice, and we are now Finally, not hungry. My lord, Brutus Salazar, you are bonkers. I've got quite a lot of items here, actually. Why were we not able to move all of those down? That looks like there should have been an awful lot more moved. Oh, of course, we just broke loads of things down, naturally. So let's shift this across. The power converter, processor board, nice, and the RAM. There we go. Light strips. I've got a couple of unpowered light strips. Unfortunately, I've only got one left there now, which is kind of a pain in the bum. Really, I should have made sure that the others were protected before I moved them across, but that's fine. Overall, we've now got an awful lot of plastic chunks there. That's pretty cool. I could cut up all I could here, but let's just see if there's anything else I can do. No, there's nothing else I can do here. That's fine then. So we've got... really, we can't break these down? That does surprise me a little bit, I'll be honest. The heavy sticks do not surprise me at all that I can't break apart, but these items, yes. Very much so. There's nothing I can do with this electronic cigarette. This battery-operated device vaporizes a liquid that contains flavorings and nicotine. I really would have thought I could have broken that down further, but apparently not. Bit of a shame, really. I would have imagined that would have been quite useful. But, okay. Now, the eyeglasses I am surprised with. Are you really telling me I can't break that down? Are you really, really telling me that? Okay, I guess we'll drop those down here as well then. I mean, if I can't... Well, how about we do drop them on the floor and just see if I can cut them up at the very least. So, butcher... No, there is nothing I can do here. I was certain that we could get at least the glass out of lenses, but... sorry, the lenses out of glasses, but... Oh well, not a big problem either way, ultimately. Now we've got a bunch of books. Way too many. Okay, let's have a... martial arts book, really? A chapter of this book takes 10 minutes. Alright. Trains martial arts. But doesn't seem that we can... I wonder. We could read it and see if we could learn some martial arts. Let's read a cookery book here. Requires self doing cooking. A chapter of this book takes 10 minutes to read. This book contains 9 crafting recipes, Italian seasoning, chili con carne, vegetable pizza, pesto, cheese pizza, meat pizza, spaghetti al pesto, spaghetti bolognese, and lasagna. Delicious. But we already know all of the skills we could get from that, obviously. Engineering, 301. Fabrication to 6, we've already got that. What does it have in it, though? Circular saw, an electric jackhammer, a pickaxe. Okay, now we are cooking with fire. Those are the things the jackhammer specifically. If we can make one of those, then we can just get straight through that wall. I wonder what that requires. Let's have a quick look. Jackhammer. I need very little, actually. A metal tank. And a small one-cylinder engine. I'm fairly certain we could find those. Absolutely certain we could find those. May be able to get through that wall yet. I approve. Alright, what's next? First responder handbook. Take our first aid skill up to 6, but we'd need level 3 first. Saline solution, antiseptic powder, hemostatic powder, and disinfectant. Internal combustion fundamentals. Can take our mechanic skill all the way up to 8. Wow. This book contains 10 crafting recipes. Chainsaw, blade trap, jackhammer, orc's flamethrower, rapid blowback, number 9, Flammenschwert, shish kebab, firebrand, and rising sun. All of them far more dangerous than I think we need to play with. Pocket guide to firearm safety, marksmanship level 2. Not one that's really gonna help us out there, I don't think, unfortunately. This one can bring our first aid skill to 2. Oh, okay, that one might actually be worth it. See, the homebrewer's Bible. Cooking skill to 4. We've already got that, but this has ethanol, dentured alcohol, beer wort, moonshine, spiced mead must, moonshine mash, whiskey wort, vodka wort, whiskey, brandy, rum wort, dandelion wine must, fruit wine must, rum, vodka, and a still. Ah, I think Brutus Salazar is doing quite well for himself right now, I must say. Right, rules of the road. Driving skill to 3. I think our driving skill is currently... is it? No, no, the rules of the road, we've already gone to driving skill 3. I didn't realise that. Car buyer's guide. Bartering to level 1. And a fantasy novel. You know, just a light bit of reading, I suppose. Well, we've got a few books that we could actually read for skill there. But mostly, we've just got lots of books that we can use for recipes, which isn't terribly bad. I am super tempted with this one, though. Some sort of martial arts training manual. It can be understood by beginners. I'm tempted. You know what? Let's actually go ahead. Let's read some of this. Let's park our bum down and have a read on this comfy chair. You've learned the essential elements of the style. Well, there we are. We've learned the martial art. My lord. Right, okay. Well, I do believe there is a way of changing your style, but I'm not at all sure what it is. Is it powers? No. Okay, well, I'm going to have to look that up. I hate to do this on camera, but, yeah, we're going to have to. Key bindings. Style. Select unarmed style is underscore. Okay. Okay, keep hands free. When this is enabled, players won't wield things unless explicitly told to do so. No style. No martial art. This is just plain old punching and kicking. Force unarmed. Not a martial art, setting this style will prevent weapons attacks and force punches with free hands or kicks. Or this one. A dance-like style with its roots in Brazilian slavery. This style is focused on fluid movements and sweeping kicks. Moving a tile will boost attack and damage. Attacking boosts dodge. These bonuses stack up to 3 times each. I wonder if we have that style and we're wielding a forked spear. No, we can't use it, unfortunately. It doesn't seem that style is compatible. Though that being said, a long time to wield. I wonder. We may see that play a part. We may not. We'll see. Story and inventory. Oh, weapon. Style is still that. Yeah, style is normal. What I imagine is that certain styles are intended for use with weapons. For example, no, I can't think of any styles. Well, Yaido, actually. Of course, I can think of a style that is specific to a weapon. However, I don't think that's in the game. I can't think of any of the particular styles in-game that are specific to types of weapons, though I do believe that if you wield any kind of like steel fists or anything like that, then certain styles that focus on punching would benefit, I guess. With this, then any kind of particularly damaging footwear would work if this style focused on kicks. Either way, though, that's pretty awesome, I must say. Pretty awesome indeed. Right, let's have a look at all of the things that we can currently make then. I'm sure there are lots of things. We've pretty much got everything with us right now. Firearm waterproofing, a bipod. Nothing really there that we need to worry about. Let's have a look at arrows. There's pretty much all of them. Are there any arrows better than the metal arrow that we currently have? I very much doubt. Metal crossbow bolts, okay. Very much doubt it, though. Yeah, nothing else really that we're aware of at the very least. That being said, what else can we make? Pebbles, harpoons, okay. We can make a couple of things here. Nothing that I feel we need to make. Chemical-wise, we can make lye, super glue, and bone glue. We can make soap bars. You know, lots of things we could use the glue for. Okay, fuel. We can't make mutagen yet. Not yet. Maybe soon, though. Maybe soon. Electronics, we can now make flashlights. We can make antennae. We can make light strips. We can make a bunch of things around here if we have electronics high enough. I'm going to have a look at my electronics skill and just start trying to rise that up. Onboard chemistry lab, an electric hair trimmer. We've actually got a few of those. What have we got here then? Sleeping bags, towels, blankets, you know, the normal odds and sods. Nothing new in there, I don't think. I don't believe there's anything new here. It was only recently that we went through all of these, so I very much doubt that we have much at all to speak of here, but it's always worthwhile just having a quick flash through, just to be extra specially certain. There are also a couple of specific keywords that are worth searching whenever you get the chance. We can now make the mechanical pump. Okay. Floating bicycle, aluminium powder. We need some sand for that. Mortar, concrete, felt patch. All sorts of things in there, that's fine. Nothing we really care for though. Cargo lock set, steel boom, various things. We can make the nail board traps, snare triggers, blade traps, use caltrops. The kits that we can make, those are actually particularly nice. Now, about the parts. We make wooden faucet, foldable light frame, wooden frame, muffler, set of hand rims. Not terrible, to be certain. Not terrible. Materials, pilot lights. Oh, actually, pilot lights are not too bad. Used to make a lamp oil cooker, charcoal cooker, gasoline cooker. We can make the metal tank. We can't make the engine. That's going to be a long ways away before we can even think of trying to do that. And several books, I'm fairly certain. Nothing much in here that we need to worry about. Medical. I mean, disinfectant soaked cotton balls. They're actually quite nice. Very nice, in fact. We'll have to think about it. Tools-wise, lots of things. We can make a gasoline lantern if we particularly want to. Wouldn't be an awful option. From what I understand, these consume charges of gasoline exceptionally slowly. So we could use it as our light source, to just sit by a table by lamplight and read. There's something kind of nice about that. I'm fairly certain that we may, in fact, actually set something up along those lines in our base whenever we get to making it. Quern. This is a simple hand-powered stone quern for grinding grain. Okay. Next jack. Nothing much really jumping out at me here, though. No, I don't think so. Okay, well, that's not terribly bad. We've checked through quite a lot of stuff. Now, in answer to the question on are we going to go off there and make ourselves a, well, you know what, maybe we could even get across to this shipwreck and make that our base. It's all sorts of things that are, oh, I'm so tempted, so incredibly tempted. I think what we need to do is actually make some boat stuff. So let's go ahead, boat. We can make boat boards. They're not very difficult. 5 2x4s and 30 nails. A wooden boat board that keeps the boat afloat. To change a vehicle into a boat, place as you would wheels on a car. Then attach oars or a motor to get the boat to move. Nice and simple. Now some of the other keywords you want to look for is survivor. Some of these are fantastically good, but many of them do require things that we don't quite have. Survivor goggles, a custom-built pair of armored goggles with tinted lenses, comfortable and built to last. They provide excellent protection from environmental dangers. Level 1 glare protection, so, you know, you can wear them out and about. We could use a pair of welding goggles or a pair of sunglasses. Yeah, you know what? The pair of welding goggles is not going to be used for anything like this. Ever. We'd need 2 pairs of safety glasses or 1 ballistic glass, unfortunately. Survivor telescope, though. 2 high-quality lenses we'd need for that, so we'd need cameras. Utility belt. We need a hacksaw, a hammer, and a survivor belt. Get the survivor belt. It's not going to be easy, unfortunately. The goggles, though, are tempting. Can we make safety glasses? Yeah, we can. We can make... Yeah, fairly easily. Okay, let's make 2 of those. Womp. We use small strings nearby, because it's just generally going to be a bit easier. Yoink. Ignore it. There we are. Now, we want glue. We'll just go for... We could use just regular bones for this. I think we can just use regular glue for this one. We'll go ahead and make all 4 of them. Can no longer see well enough. Well, that is just annoying. Fine. I will take another 10 and pop them in there. There we go. Set all of that up and continue my crafting. There we are. Perfect. Ah, there. The sound of rain. I was starting to wonder if there was any sound at all. Now, survive. Goggles, what do we need last? Oh, 2 Kevlar plates. We've got that back at base. Drat, I missed that one little requirement there. Oh well, still, it's fine. Sure, I'll use 6 ceramic shards for that. We'll use the heavy sticks as well. I'm going to drop that down. I think that's actually the first one that we've gotten. And we'll drop the super glue, sorry, the 4 bone glues down there. And I guess we'll drop the safety glasses off there. Right, now, are there many new things that I can make with... Oh, we can make tainted bone meal. I wonder what we could use with that. I can now make flour from dried rice. Takes 6 though. Interesting. That's actually quite interesting. You know, dozens of things we can make with this. Namely, we'd be able to make all sorts of things like spaghetti, macaroni, fast noodles, etc. Not terrible. Not a terrible option at all. Alright. Well, useful. Now, let's have a quick drink. Let's drink a chocolate drink, and then something that's purely for quench. Let's go for crispy cranberry. There we are, that's quite nice. And for the time being, I think we're going to have a little bit of time. I'm going to read some books, I think. Should be fine. We could read a Cowboy's Guide to get bartering up. I don't think we'll really need that one up though, let's be honest. We could go for... Succeed at business? No, not particularly. Fabrication skill again. This one wouldn't be too bad, actually. We could at least get our strength up a little bit with it. Though, before we do that, actually, charcoal. Charcoal kiln. We need 5 lumps of steel, 1 metal tank, 6 pipes. Charcoal forge. 1 pilot light. We should have one of those. 3... No, we've got plenty of scrap metals, and we need 1 metal tank. Charcoal smoker. Now we're getting somewhere. Water purifier. Okay, we're getting there. A filled charcoal kiln, charcoal cooker. The smoker would be interesting. This is a portable charcoal smoker. Good for weekend barbecuing and preserving meat with smoke. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. Would not be bad. You know what? Sure. Let's try and make a metal tank and or a pilot light. So pilot light first. There we are. I want 2 of them. Womp. There we go. Next up then. We could go for the charcoal kiln. A steel metal box used for producing charcoal via pyrolysis. We're gonna need scrap. Lots of scrap metal actually for that one. But that shouldn't be too hard for us to get. I need 1 2-litre metal tank there, and the forge I could make. Yeah, we could go oldie schooly and just go full on charcoal rather than electric forge and all that kind of stuff. No reason not to. Especially considering we've got a forest right next to us. Even the charcoal water purifier isn't terrible. Using this item on a container full of water will purify the water using layered charcoal. Once the charcoal has purified enough water, it will become unusable and can be disassembled and recycled. Water taken from uncertain sources like a river may be dirty. Indeed. The fire lance charges... We just need one log, basically, and a charcoal kiln to produce however much charcoal we get from it, really. Charcoal cooker, this is a little metal tank for holding charcoal with a pilot light attached. You could use it for cooking food. We could go full charcoal if we wanted to. That wouldn't be a bad idea, because charcoal is generally pretty good. For those who aren't certain of some of the benefits, I mean, it's not an exhaustive list, but coal is great. Charcoal has certain benefits. Now, one of the chief benefits in terms of the way we would be using it is charcoal tends to burn much cleaner than coal does. It produces far less smoke, and it can typically, I believe, it can get to a much higher heat than coal can. I could be wrong about that one, though. I do apologize if I am. But the primary benefit for us would be we could potentially use one indoors. There we are. A nice drink of tea. Sorry, water there. I wish it was tea. Right. I've got herbal tea on the bring because Brutus Salazar is drinking tea and I am not. Oh, how my fortunes have crumbled. Still, I don't begrudge it. I wouldn't begrudge my worst enemy drinking tea. Even if I was thirsting, I would be glad that at least one of us was enjoying the nectar of the gods. Still, we are going to be going for the charcoal kiln. So, let's go ahead and get tank. I want a 2-litre tank. It's going to take 2 scrap metal or 1 sheet metal. I'll use the sheet metal because we don't need that for anything else. Or rather, we won't need it for the... we don't need scrap metal for... sheet metal for the smoker. So, yeah, okay. I mean, all of this is useless until we've got the kiln itself. Would be worth going out and getting some scrap metal off the cars, actually. Or, of course, going down and smashing things. Because we haven't got... The problem here is we lack steel. You can get chunks of steel. You can get lumps of steel. Generally, you'll get them from crashes. Scrap metal, you'll usually get from breaking metal things, rather than delicately taking them apart. Unless we can get scrap metal from the metal sheets. Ooh, let me have a quick look-see. I'm not sure about this one, though. I'll be honest with you. But if we can, it might be worth it. Sheet metal, there we are. I'll just take 1 sheet. Can I butcher this? I can. What do I get back? I get 20 scrap metal. Well, that is amazing. Very well, I accept. I will take another 2, and then I will break them both down. I cannot... Let's see. Well, I will take 40 splintered woods, because realistically, it doesn't matter to me. Then we're going to light that on fire, then I am going to go ahead... Oops, wrong thing. Then I'm going to go ahead and disassemble everything once. There we go. Well, that should be enough for what we want. Okay, there we go. We can get a charcoal kiln. Oh, that's amazing. So, okay, well, in that case, then, do please take apart things carefully, because you're probably going to get more scrap metal back from 1 sheet metal, and you're probably going to get... than you would get from breaking an entire, for example, locker. And you'll probably get more than 1 sheet metal from delicately taking apart a locker. So, you know, it's going to be better for you. Right, there we are. We've now got a charcoal kiln. Oh, that's fantastic. Is it there? Have I got it in my inventory? Yes, I do. Okay, let's see next. Charcoal. Charcoal. And we can fill this with 6 2x4s, 8 heavy sticks, 40 splintered woods, or 1 log. And I happen to have 2 logs nearby. And there we go. Filled charcoal kiln. I can activate it to light the wood. Whomp. And now I can... I mean, it's lit. I'm carrying around a lit charcoal kiln. A kiln full of wood that has been lit. Better drop it. Yeah, that probably would be wise, thinking about it. Can you please drop the lit charcoal kiln on the floor there? There we go. And it'll be done when it's done. Turns into finished charcoal kiln eventually. It'll be done in 5 hours. Well, we could make a couple of them, realistically speaking, if we wanted to. Definitely something we could do. We could drop down the charcoal smoker. Have we got the charcoal smoker? Did I make a charcoal smoker? I may not have, actually. No, I decided against it because there was going to be no particular use for it. Okay, tank. I would like 2 of these, please. So go ahead and make 2. We'll use the scrap metal because, wow, I completely flubbed it with using that 1 sheet metal, considering it uses only 4 scrap metal to make it, or 1 sheet metal, and I'll get 20 scrap metal out of the sheet metal. Ugh. How awful. Oh well. That was terrible of me, but it just goes to show you're constantly learning new things in this game. Constantly learning new things, and I love that about it. Alright, there we go. Right. Charcoal. We would like a smoker, and indeed a forge if we can get one. I wouldn't say no, but let's get a smoker first. I'll use the welder nearby, it's got enough charges. There we are, we've memorized the recipe. Excellent. I wouldn't mind getting a second kiln. We can always make the forge afterwards. It would be quite useful. Definitely quite... Yeah, go ahead then. Make a second charcoal kiln. Make a filled charcoal kiln with the log and make sure it's lit. Drop it on the ground. There we are. And you'll notice that that tile is lit because, it is a fire in the kiln and it is casting light. Right, next up, we are going to go ahead and... Yeah, I think we will make the forge. We won't have nearly enough metal here to make use of it, but sure, okay. So, tank. 1 2-litre tank, please. There we are. And do we now have enough to make the forge? Looks like we do. And there we are. We have now memorized charcoal forge. That's fantastic. We've got charcoal forge, charcoal smoker. Sure. I'll drop the forge there. Drop the smoker over there. Are these particularly large items? They're not, actually. Not really. I mean, we'll leave them there. This is a portable charcoal-fired metalworking forge. If combined with the right tools, you could use this for metalworking. I guess they are technically tools, so I could just pop them down. And this is a portable charcoal smoker. Good for weekend barbecuing and preserving meat with smoke. Alternatively, I could put all of the charcoal things in the same tile. I don't think we need to, though. Well, that is actually quite amazing. Quite amazing. I do need some drinks. You know what, Brutus Salazar? You deserve some more chocolate drinks. Go ahead. Slurp those delicious things up. And then we need some food, though. So at this point, food. Let's see. Can't make anything out of meat, unfortunately. We could make some hardtack. It is amazing. It lasts for ages. I could make some more spaghetti, which I could use to make other things. Is the only thing I'm missing the spaghetti? No, see, that's the problem. Is I'm not only missing the spaghetti. Well, actually, boiled noodles, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I could get some of that. How much would I get from this? Portions, just 1. Take me 30 minutes to make it, and it would take 4 flour. So for 4 flour, I could turn that into 60 nutrition and 24 quench. However, if I made it flatbread, significantly more nutrition, no quench. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be the flatbread. We're going to make 2 flatbreads. And, or 12 portions of flatbread, rather. And then we're just going to fill our guts with bread. Which is not a smart thing to do, I'll be honest with you. And then we'll have some cream soda as well. Oh, because we're living the super healthy life here. Oh, my goodness. Still, could be worse. We're not tired. So, yeah, alright. Let's grab something and have a bit of a read, shall we? Actually, I've got that book on me, don't I? Yes, yes I do. I was prepared. Let's go ahead and read this until we get a level. Or until the light goes out, which probably won't be too long. Oh! Oh! I can read by the light of the charcoal kilns. How marvellous. It'll take 42 minutes to read. How much was it before? Out of curiosity, how quickly were we reading that before? I don't think we're going to do it that way. I am going to just go through all of the Splintered Woods because realistically there's no particular reason not to. I will have some crispy cranberry. Right, at 12, okay, so we can read this more or less 4 times as fast. I mean, it's not quite 4 times as fast, but it's nearer, damn it. There we are, unarmed level 2. That's fantastic. Let's gobble down some more flatbread and some more crispy cranberry and even some dark cola and continue reading. There we are. And we might... Ooh, wait, slow down. Super slow now. Oh, there we go. Ah, there we are. We can no longer read any more from this book. That is fine, though. We have done pretty good, I must say. Pretty good. Okay, I'll have a energy cola. Lemon light soda. Sure, I'll drink 2 lemon light sodas. That's not too bad. I'm actually really happy with that. Unarmed up means that an unarmed combat 3... I wonder what we might be able to get from our current skill. No, that's not a bad style. If we get caught off guard with no weapon in our hands, we know a martial arts style, and we've got level 3 in unarmed combat now. That's really nothing to sniff at, honestly. It's pretty solid progress for Brutus here. Do we really not have any clean water, though? Got an echo wafers is not quite what I want. Oh yeah, there we are. Some plastic bottles of clean water. What I should have done is just look for anything with 50 quench, because generally speaking, that's going to be clean water, because it's about the only thing that has that redonkulously higher level of quench. Alright, let's pop this down, light it again. I know... This is usually the way things will go. If you've just looted a large area, sit down, take some time, learn, you know, especially if you've got a lot of food, have a rest, learn skills, make new things. It's just generally, it's your reward, effectively, for doing well. We could go ahead and make some more flatbread. It's one of the best things that we can do right now. Or 1 dried rice for 36 nutrition. And it's enjoyable, actually. Well, we've got the rice. Do we... Oh, we've still got loads of rice, yeah, so... Maybe. Technically speaking, how much rice would we go through? I think it was a fair bit, was it not? 6 rice per... Oh, 10 flour. Ah, and flatbreads use how... Ooh, we'd be able to make 3 flatbreads out of 6 rice. Okay, so let's do the math. Each portion of flatbread gives us 20 nutrition. We get 6 of them. So that's 120 nutrition per 3 flour. So you multiply that by 3. So you'd be getting 360 nutrition plus 1 leftover flour. For the same as, let's have a look. Now, 36 nutrition. Now, it's a little bit... It's hard to put a price on enjoyability, because enjoyability, as a resource, it isn't simply consumed in that way. It lasts for a long time, and while it's there, it helps your focus rise. So, I mean, it's not going to be cut and dry. It's not just nutrition here. Also, you can use rice to make a couple of pretty awesome things, but that could be said of flour as well. Nevertheless, so for 6 rice, we'd get literally 6 portions. Yeah, even if you did assign a fair chunk to enjoyability, which with an enjoyability of 2, I wouldn't necessarily. This is over twice the amount of nutrition if we turn that into flour instead. So, given that, let's go ahead and do that. We're just going to use up, well, we won't use up all of the rice, let's just say that. We'll make 20 portions of flour. That should be pretty solid for us, and then we can just turn that into flatbread. Just lots and lots and lots of flatbread. I'm really tempted to turn the tainted bone into tainted bone meal. But maybe I won't, because I don't know what I might accidentally make with it. And you've got to be worried about such things. Right. Flatbread. Oh, are we starting to run out of clean water? We probably are. Okay, we're going to have to take care of that then. I'll use the flour on my person. There we are. Drop this flour. Oh, no, we were actually right next to where I want to be. And then we'll scarf some of that delicious bread while it's still there. Now then, do we have... We've got a bunch of bowls and things as well here, but I haven't actually grabbed that, unfortunately. 2 gallon jugs there, a gallon jug here. Where is the jerry can? Plastic jerry can, there we go. You're coming with me, plastic jerry can. I hope you don't mind me calling you by your first name. I don't know your surname, you see. Right, spotted a dog. It's fine. This is a pool with water. You know what? There's one thing I want to check. What kind of water is out here? Also, what is this? It's just water. And a whitefish corpse. Sure, I'll butcher that while I'm here. You harvest a fillet of fish. Raw offal. Bones. Is it all okay? No, don't want to grab any of that. It's all rotten. But the bones are fine. Sure, we'll just pour the water into the plastic jerry can then. There we go. It's pretty much... I mean, everyone was saying, oh, that's great. A swimming pool is going to have infinite water in it. We don't really need to worry about a swimming pool having infinite water in it, let's be honest. We live right next to a lake. We've got infinite water anyway. Let's drop off the jerry can, that's fine. We're going to want to make a fair bit of things. Right, you know what? Let's go ahead and make some protein drinks, sure. And then I'm going to consume it straight away. Ah, good times. If I had any fruits or anything like that, I could have used that to make the protein drink a little bit more flavorful. But we didn't though, so it's not going to be a big issue for now. Let's see. First responder handbook. I mean, if we could get our... Okay. Medical skill is good for a number of reasons. Obviously, being able to help yourself of a pinch if you're bleeding or something like that. But in terms of crafting, there's a very specific reason why you want very high medical skill. If you are inclined to push the boundaries of your humanity, to embrace your transhumanity, to become the very best you can be, or perhaps something else entirely, then having high enough medical skill will allow you to make mutagen. It will also eventually allow you to make purifier, which is going to be pretty important to you if you are willfully mutating yourself, or not willfully. I mean, it depends if you've been rolling around in radiation or anything like that. Don't go to the site of any huge craters on the map and then just rub the rocks over your face. It's just generally not particularly smart. But if you are planning to mutate, you want purifier. You want buckets of purifier. And you probably want a fair amount of mutagen as well in order to, have a chance at the mutations. As a side bonus, having high first aid skill also means that you can apply bionics much easier. So, generally speaking, first aid is just a skill that is very good for everyone to have as much of as possible. And our skill is currently 3, so sure, we're going to have a bit of a read for 25 minutes each, and that's fine. Or until it stops being yeah, there we go, let's stop. Yeah, we're not going to sit around for that long. I don't think we need to. We're tired, we're hungry, we're thirsty. And you know what? Brutus Salazar has done a lot of bloody things today, and I think it is time, at last, for him to have a rest. At last. He deserves it, I feel. So let's drop that down, let's eat our flatbread. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. And, let's have a grape drink rather than an energy drink before bed. I think that's probably smarter. And then we're just going to leave the charcoal kilns to do their charcoal in. And then later on, when we've got some meat, we can just smoke it. It's going to be grand. Also, you'll notice, I brought all of the good stuff from upstairs in here. So we've now got 21 regular pillows, you know, peasant pillows. 10 down-filled pillows, or... No. The sort of pillows that a person of Brutus Salazar's standing deserves. And 10 down-filled blankets as well. There's probably like the sum total of, I don't know, like 400 ducklings here. But Brutus Salazar is going to use their misfortune to wrap himself in a very comfy blanket and sleep. Also, we're not going to be stupid. We're going to drop all the things we don't need. Like all of those. Our quivers, our longbow, our duffel bag. There we go. We should be... well, we're not exactly that on our feet. We're still torso encumbrance of 15, which isn't great, but it's a lot bloody better than what we had before. And then we're going to wield our folk spear. And then finally, at long last, we're going to go to sleep. And that's going to be the end of the episode. I really, really do hope you've enjoyed this episode and will be joining me for the next, where I may well be venturing outside of the mansion in search of A, noms, B, building a boat. And we may even get over to that shipwreck. Who knows? But that's going to be it for now. So until next time, and as always, do take care, survivors.